Hey, Ranjanda.
Cheers. Hi. Hi. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
So
How are
long.
you?
After a long time.
You're
Yeah,
looking
very good.
good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, yeah, Ranjanda, as you saw in my Facebook post that we are releasing Karma
Yeah, yeah,
on YouTube,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
just wanted to talk to you about your experience so that, the viewers can have an additional understanding of how we shot Karma. Uh, do you remember
Sure. I mean,
how
I
how
don't have
how
a
you
very strong memory. Yeah, I
right?
remember some things.
It's been 15 years, right? So, yeah, what do you remember of shooting Karma?
I remember that, it was quite a challenge getting there. And I remember that when we were going and we were walking, and I think your father was kind enough to have a horse for me in case I needed one, because what? I was about 50 then. I'm 64 now, so yeah, I was 50 then.
Actually,
And
yeah, just
I said,
if
no, no,
I
I'll
can,
walk.
yeah, if I can just say something here. I think we celebrated your birthday in a restaurant in
I
Lakeside,
think
right?
so.
Just before we went up. Your 50th birthday.
Yes.
Yeah.
My
That's
God.
that's
Yes, yes,
interesting.
yes.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah, so we were walking, and it was quite a climb from, from Johnson, in Johnson, it was quite a climb to reach Muktinath. And it was blue skies. It was October, and I remember there was one cloud, and then a few more clouds, and a few more clouds. And I said, "What's this?" And I think your dad said, "Wow, could be snow." I said, "Oh, mini." I thought, no, must be a bit of rain or something. No idea. He said, "No, maybe snow." So I think maybe that's when he thought he should get a horse. We would stop for chai somewhere, and I think he hired a horse, saying he anticipated that I might need one. And oh my God, suddenly there was, I'd never seen snow in my life. I think I saw snow in my life later in Amsterdam after that,
That
the
was the
bonfire
first time.
festival. First time, yeah,
Wow.
ITFA and Finland. I went for festivals. It happened later,
Uh-huh.
and I saw this thing, and I asked people, "What's going on? What's this? This is not rain." And everyone's like saying, "No, this is snow." And what? This is snow. It's like it's like cotton. What is initially it was like rain, and then cotton, and then I said, "Okay, I've seen this in pictures." And I remember bloody heavy snow. And after a while, I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk because you guys all walk, but my feet were getting wet, and I was scared that I'd get a cold or something, and I wouldn't be able to shoot. I mean, it's because of fear to shoot. So then I went for the horse, and yeah, it was. I mean, getting there was something because
Right.
within I think 1 hour or a few hours, there was about what 2 feet of snow, one and a half,
Right.
1 foot of snow, and then that also we reached there,
Actually,
and
no, Ranjanta,
snow.
now I remember as we walked up,
We spent the
it
night. We
snowed.
spent the
We
night
spent
somewhere.
a night, a village before Muktinath, right? Because it kind of got dark and then, it became
Because
very
you
cold.
said
Yeah. So I think,
you
yeah, that
spent.
was good. Yeah.
I think you and I stayed over. You and I stayed
Exactly.
over in
Yeah.
a village because the
Before,
last bit was in the dark, and you said, "Let's
yeah.
not take a chance because might break or like whatever."
Yeah, exactly.
Don't go. Like in the morning we went, and my God, everything changed. I'm saying this. I'm saying this not just to talk about seeing snow for the first time, but also that snow for the first 2 or 3 days. It stayed for a while. Um, it changed the whole look of the place. It
Right.
changed the place. It made the ground reflectance go up a lot, in an interesting way, and it made the contrast levels go up a lot. And when there's snow and we weren't really carrying lights, or we were not carrying reflectors. I don't use those things normally. So given it's not film, it's not. We were
It's a
shooting on
DV
DV
cam.
cam,
Yeah, that's
which
right.
is DV cam, yeah. And I was worried about, blue skies are fine, but white snow and faces. I mean, the monks were, of course, fair, very fair. But I mean, also tanned fair. They were tanned fair. They were not, you know, they were kind of reddish brownish fair, not Caucasian fair. No,
Yeah.
so the snow actually, brought up the light on their faces. Would throw up the light on their faces in an interesting way, and it, I think, created an interesting effect.
Yeah. As a reflector.
I remember that. Yeah, as a
Like a
reflector
reflector.
from
Yeah,
below.
that's right.
Yeah, but a little, from below. So, it did something to the face, and more than one had thought would happen. It helped, actually.
Yeah.
It helped that reflectance helped a lot. Yeah.
Actually, Ranjanda, now that I look back and see how you really managed filming the entire movie without actually any external light, we should say, right? I mean, Muktinath, we went on a kind of a very tight budget
or something.
Yeah, we just used whatever light was available and then lit it with whatever, available lights we had, right? And I think given that limitation, I think we've done an extremely beautiful work, Were you
seeing the trailer?
Yeah.
And the opening shots, in the trailer at least, of the two women and the caves. I mean, someone asked me, did I shoot on 35? Someone seeing your trailer called me and said, did you shoot on 35? And
really?
I said, okay, wow.
My God. So that's what I remember. You were constantly worried about going below 5.6 and the contrast and the burning of sky. I would be like, okay, why is Ranjanda not shooting right now? You would say like, wait, right now is not the right time. And I said like, Ranjanda, please now, let's go go and shoot. We have to do a lot of shooting. I remember, and I can see why you did that, because it's come so beautiful, and it actually looks like having shot on a much higher, higher range camera. Right? And we shot it with a DV 450 cam or something like that, right? It's a small.
Sony, Sony
exactly. Not a small, but it was not a very high quality.
It was a biggish camera.
Exactly. Wow. So, Ranjanda, what did you feel? I mean, of course, you do a lot of documentary, but did you work with like a total, complete non-actors like the nuns, who kind of took the entire film?
Before that?
Yeah, before that. And after that also?
No, I mean, I thought it was quite a challenge, and also a challenge to make them feel easy, to make them feel, because if you start with non-actors, if you start telling them, do this, take the light, don't, you go out of focus. That I've got from my documentary experience. I mean, when you have characters in a documentary, and you can't say, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that, because then the whole point is lost.
Exactly.
And you were kind of also working with them like that, almost like we are making a documentary on these two people, but we know it's not a documentary.
Exactly.
Strong storyline that you had in your head, and the story of them leaving the nunnery to find, I forget the term for it. She is passing, she's going to pass away, and she says,
reincarnation.
This is what happened, and there was some money. Yeah, and also that money you have to recover.
Exactly,
and these two women go out, It was a complete non-documentary story, but we shot it in that kind of style.
Exactly.
Like a road movie, like, somewhere I think we did a little bit like that in Dreaming Lhasa. Of course, there were actors.
Right. Yeah.
Dreaming Lhasa, we also did a little bit like, but there were actors, of course.
Yeah.
In your case, both of these were non-actors, right?
Right. All of them are non-actors. There was not a single, except for Chamba, who acted in just a few films then. And also Mithilaji. Mithilaji was wonderful. I mean, she's a professional actress.
She was amazing,
as you said, I think...
She was in your earlier film.
Right. In Mukundo too, right?
Mukundo,
I think, working with you as a documentary maker helped me also in the sense that how we can, make these, people who are not necessarily actors to,
easy.
drive the narrative of your story.
Relax.
By being themselves, basically, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that was very.
That's a challenge.
That's a challenge. But having a documentary team in the in the camera who's running the camera department was very helpful.
Yeah.
And so, as you said, it was like a road
Helps a
trip,
lot.
right? We started from a very high altitude in the mountains, and then we, as the nuns walked down, we shot chronologically also, right? The entire film. It started in the nunnery, and then it goes all the way down to Tarai.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. The last bit, I had to leave for another shoot. Appal finished the film, if you remember.
Right. Appal did the Tarai part.
I had to leave the last few
Yeah. I
Appal,
remember.
yes. Nicely, he did it very nicely.
Yeah. It kind of worked. Because Appal was there right from the beginning.
He kept the same style.
Exactly.
Yeah. Assistant. Yeah.
So Ranjan, it was wonderful working in that film, and of course we worked in many other documentaries after that, and I had worked with you before in Mukundo, about which we'll talk later, because we are planning to release Mukundo also on YouTube, and during that time we'll again have a talk about it, and I hope you remember how we shot, and at that time it was I think one of the first 35 millimeter movie shot in Nepal at that time.
Nepal.
Exactly, and how wonderfully it was received. So we'll leave that for our next chat.
Next time.
And for now, I'm very excited that it's coming out, tonight or tomorrow.
Great,
And by the time this conversation of ours goes on YouTube, the film would already have been released. People would have seen it. So I think it'd be nice for them to also know how you shot and your experience in it. So thank you very much, Ranjanda, and talk to you later.
We'll talk later.
Yeah.
Bye. Lots of love. Bye.